Welcome to Streak Philippines. President Trump, what is up with that war? It's causing us a lot of problems here in the Philippines. I turned on the TV today and I see that President Marcos has announced a mandatory shift to a 4-day work week for government offices starting tomorrow. And this is to reduce energy consumption because fuel prices have jumped so much. You know, this is an oil-poor nation. It imports most of its petroleum, that gas, the stuff your car runs on, the stuff that the trucks move on, those giant trucks that are rolling down the road everywhere you see in the Philippines. Well, everything is going to go up. The prices of all that transportation up. Electricity rates are going to go up. Food costs are going to go up. Give us a break, Trump, would you really? And what about the OFWs? Well, they're streaming in now from the Middle East. I was reading just, let's see here, today, a 7th flight from Dubai is carrying 37 OFWs. It's supposed to get here tonight. Yesterday, 81 OFWs arrived from Dubai. March 5th, 299 Filipinos returned to Terminal 3 at NAIA in Manila on a single Emirates flight. So they're getting out of Dodge fast and getting out of harm's way. Missiles coming in at them. These are just people trying to make a living, trying to subsist, trying to remit money for their families back to the Philippines. And this costs a lot of money to bring these workers back. So just imagine it's costing the government to bring them back, and these people are losing their jobs all at the same time, jobs which their families really, really depend on. I also read that President Marcos may seek temporary authority from Congress to lower fuel taxes if the Dubai crude prices exceed $80 to $90 per barrel. All this is happening at a time when the Philippines has so many other issues to deal with, and many of them are climate related. I was reading that climate risks could lead to an annual loss of 6% of GDP by the year 2100. And in the last couple of years, there's been devastating typhoons such as Tino and Uwan in late 2025, which caused hundreds of deaths, displaced millions, and cost the country a fortune in economic losses. The sea level is going up fast. Manila is currently sinking at 20 millimeters per year, which is 10 times the global average, threatening to displace Manila residents by the year 2100. Food production has dropped by 25% in some sectors due to water and heat stress, disrupting the crops like rice. And at the same time that you have all of these long-term really bad outlooks as far as climate change, in the actually current times right now, there's a big public outcry about these ghost flood projects, substandard infrastructure, a lot of wasted money. You know, so there's so many things going on here in the Philippines, and they really cannot afford this war that President Trump has arbitrarily tossed into the mix to stir the whole world pot into a gigantic mess. And the Philippines, as a developing country, they like to say developing, not poor country, because it has made a lot of progress in the last few years, but it needs all the help it can get it just can't really stand up to things like this. So I hope somehow Congress reins in Trump. I'm just shocked that he would start a war like this, especially after the example of the total failure of the Iraq War and the total trumped up, we'll use that word, trumped up reasons for the Iraq War, 9/11, weapons of mass destruction, all the things that turned out not to be true about Iraq. They're doing the very same things here in the Iran war reasoning. It seems like the only real reasoning here is Israel wanted to bomb the shit out of Iran. And Trump somehow seems to want American world domination. I don't know what the other answer is. He wanted to free the Iranian people, right? So now he wants to wipe out the Iranian people. They've killed off some of the people that they were hoping might be more moderates in the government. They found out that they bombed them and killed them. This looks like a morass that we're going to get into that's going to hurt the American economy, Philippines economy, and just cause untold damage for decades to the world. So sad.